Killy and I, our next door neighbours, they called us the neighbours from heaven. Which is pretty good, isn't it? You don't want to be called the neighbours from the other side. And we got on really well with them, not Christians. The woman had a stroke. As a consequence of the stroke, she fell into a coma. She was transferred from our local hospital, 10 minutes away, to a very renowned hospital in another city called Oxford, the John Ratcliffe Hospital. The daughter came round and spoke to Killy and said, we've just met with the consultants. They've said that she's brain dead. There's no brain activity. She's on a life support machine, and we as a family have decided that we're going to switch off the machine after 5 days so she dies. And so we're going to have 5 days for the family to come and visit. Killy says, can my husband and I, can we visit her? And the daughter said, please would you visit my mother, because my mother was very, very fond of you. Now, the only day I could go was the 5th day. Now, I have to confess, here's my confession. I was in a bad mood. We're in the car, and I'm like, I can't believe it. She got transferred from the local hospital. We would have been there in 10 minutes. Now we've got to drive an hour, and you know what it's like. When you drive to another hospital, you don't know where to park the car, you don't know where to get the ticket, you don't know nothing. Anyway, so I'm confessing what a bad attitude I had. We arrive there, we go into intensive care, she's in this private room. We walk into the room. As we walk into the room, I say, hello, Joyce. That's her name. Hello, Joyce. I said, it's the neighbours from heaven. And I start talking to her. And I say, look, Joyce, this is what we're going to do. Now, by the way, I was thinking, she's brain dead, 5 days. Okay, I'll just go, do the last rite. Off you go. Well, that's what I was thinking. So I said, look, Joyce, this is what we'll do first. I'm talking to her. She had tubes everywhere. I took her hand, I held Killy's hand, Killy held her other hand. And I said, Joyce, what we're going to do is pray the Lord's Prayer, okay? So Killy and I start the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name, your kingdom come. When we said, your kingdom come, she woke up. It was really scary. It was like, Killy nearly wet herself. So we went back home, and I said to her husband, she woke up. He goes, stop joking. Because every time he and I met, we'd have a little joke, a little banter. I said, I would never joke about this. I said, she woke up. He goes, no, she didn't. She's brain dead. I said, well, she woke up. He goes, no, she didn't. I said, she did. She came home a week later.
This is a classical example how people may think one thing, but then God has something else in mind. And if you're in doubt, when in doubt, I think it's always a good choice to pray the Lord's Prayer. Jesus gave it to us. It's powerful. Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever.